Hi guys, for my report, I will be talking or tackling about ketone body synthesis or ketone bodies. First of all, we need to know what ketone bodies is all about. Once we oxidize fatty acids, we get something which is known as acetyl-CoA. Now the liver mitochondria, what this does is that this converts the acetyl-CoA into ketone bodies. Basically, there are three types of ketone bodies. First is the acetoacetate, beta hydroxybutyrate, and the acetone. Acetoacetate and 3-hydroxybutyrate, or also known as the beta hydroxybutyrate, are transported into the blood towards the peripheral tissues, and then here they can be reconverted back to acetyl CoA, and that the acetyl CoA can be used in the TCA cycle, also known as the Krebs cycle. Ordinarily, most of the acetyl CoA produced from the fatty acid spiral is further processed through the Krebs cycle. Therefore, an adequate balance in carbohydrate and lipid metabolism is required. The first step of the Krebs cycle involves the reaction between oxaloacetate and acetyl CoA. Sufficient oxaloacetate must be present for the acetyl CoA to react with. Oxaloacetate concentration depends on pyruvate produced from glycolysis. Pyruvate can be converted to oxaloacetate by pyruvate carboxylase. Certain body conditions upset the lipid carbohydrate balance required for the acetyl CoA generated by fatty acids to be processed by the TCA cycle. Under these conditions, the problem of inadequate oxaloacetate arises, such as dietary intakes high in fat and low in carbohydrates, diabetic conditions, glucose not used properly, and prolonged fasting conditions. When oxaloacetate supplies are too low for all acetyl CoA to be processed through the TCA cycle, ketogenesis takes place where excess acetyl CoA is converted into ketone bodies. Ketosis is the overall accumulation of ketone bodies in the blood, which is known as ketonemia, and in the urine, ketonuria.
So for this part, we will be answering a crossword puzzle related to the topic that we just discussed about ketone bodies. For the next slide, you will have the answer key, so you may pause the video while you answer this part. This is the answer key. For this part, you will answer a multiple choice question with two items. You can pause the video and then in the next slide, you will have the answers.